welcome to Washi and Coffee and thank you for being here. I have exciting video for today. Well, it's exciting for me. My new planner came in. This was unexpected purchase for me as I only usually get a planner and stick in it for the year. However, this was a gift. So I wanted to show it. Oops. I just kind of undid that. Okay, let me get it out of the plastic wrap over here. As I know that crinkling can be a little loud, but she is here, as you can probably tell by the size of the box. It is a pocket size. However, this is my first Moterm that is the Moterm Elite, so I wanted to share that. I haven't seen many videos of it, so I thought, let me share that. Okay. So it comes in the little dust bag, and the box arrived in great shape. They're using a different carrier. It's not Canada Post. They use like Uni and Apple Express or something, and I gotta say, they are quick and the packages never come like destroyed. So I am so excited about that. So the color I got was honey apricot. And the coolest thing about this is, okay, so it's the honey color on the outside, has a little back pocket. Now, if you know, the Elite have no big back pocket, so it's going to be more sleek. But it's apricot on the inside. So the apricot leather is almost like as close to the undyed that they make. And it's my favorite. I have a pocket size in apricot and I love it. And I always wanted to kind of get the honey one because a friend has the honey one and I seen it in photos. I really liked the color. So it's really smooth. It just has little ring protectors. The only thing I noticed on this, why did I do that? On this, I'll fuss with that later. But it actually has these so it doesn't like mess up the outside. So because it has those little guards there that for the rings, it takes up some of the ring spot. So the rings aren't like the 30 millimeter rings. I probably could put them in there. They would fit. I'm gonna try and keep it with these rings though, just to see if I can keep it like sleek. But you got your little card slots on this side, a little pocket there, this little cute flap pocket, and there's a pocket there, so you still have lots of space. But if you're like me, I wasn't using the back pocket on my Moterm, so when I seen the Elite came out, I was like, no back pocket, that's amazing. And I think, okay, so if in Canada, in Canadian dollars, it was $75.99. And the best part about this, besides its awesomeness, is it only took me 8 days to get here from China. So I'll just show it and see so you can see what it looks like. And I'm thinking of starting to set it up in this video. So let me pause and grab some of my pages and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have some of my inserts here. Now, I tried to pick the best time to film this. However, it might not be the best time. I just see that maintenance is here and they might have to do some work, so it might get a little loud, and if it does, I'll stop recording. But I just wanted to start to fill this planner up with some of my goodies. I usually use the leather flyleaf because it has, for my other Moterms, because it has the pen loop. I need a pen loop and a highlighter loop. However, because the rings are a bit smaller, I think that I'm going to skip it and not put it in here, but I'm going to need a good pen loop. So if anybody knows of a good pen loop that I can stick in, let me know. Oh no, my papers are getting all crinkled. Okay, let me just get them out of these little pouches. I kind of shoved it in this little zippered pouch I got from Dollarama. And some of them got crinkled. But what I've been doing is I have an A6 planner, size planner from AliExpress. It's that one that a lot of us are using, and I can't think of the name right at this moment, but I kept forgetting that I had two planners, so I kept forgetting to use it. But I love the paper, so I've been cutting the paper out of it and using it in my planner, and it's been the best thing ever. I kind of feel guilty doing that because it was a gift, but I'm loving using it so much because of the paper. And I honestly I can't do two planners at a time. As much as I would love to, it's just not working for my brain. I put these little makeshift tags. So here are some of my daily pages. So like I said, I cut these out of the planner and cut them down into pocket size. So these have been working. Because the rings are smaller, I'm not going to load it up with a lot of dailies. I find that as long as I keep the monthlies in there, on my monthly planner pages is where I put all my appointments and anything important that happened. So as long as I keep those in my planner, I don't need the dailies, because if I'm at an appointment, I can flip to the month layout and quite easily get the information I need from there. Because I have a day on a page and I do two different types of pages. So that would bulk up really quick. Now these ones, I use just kind of like my rough draft of it. And then I use the Filofax one that's timed for like my good version. So it's kind of like, I don't know if you'd want to say brain dump, but I just kind of write down what has to get done. And then I sort it out better on the other pages, if that makes sense. So I'll just put a few of those in there. And then I'll work on this after off camera, because like I said, I do think it's going to get a little loud in here, and I don't want it to be loud on the video. My little Hello Kitty pouch. Okay, so I'll throw in some note pages. So the way I have it set up would be daily, monthly, notes, and then financial. And I'm loving these flower ones for spring and summer. So I'll put in some note pages. And my dividers are currently in my planner. I gotta get those out of there and set this up properly. But I thought I'd just start to while I'm making the video. Plus all my personal detail is in my planner. That's why I don't always show once it's written in, because I have like appointments and names and stuff in there, and I don't want to just, it's my planner, I'm gonna write what I need to, but I don't want to always like flip through, cover personal information up. So that's why I just don't show once it's already written in, because there's stuff in there I don't want everyone to see, and everyone, it's not going to mean anything to you, it's just my info. But that's kind of why I don't show once it's written on. I know some planner babes do, and I have a lot of respect for that, because I'm not brave enough. I'm like a little still nervous. I've been making videos for 2 years, but I still am a little nervous about just putting everything out there. So let's just put some of these party life pages in, because those look nice and summery. And then I actually do have to grab my planner with my dividers and start setting this up. But I'll throw in some of this note paper while I have you here. And then I will need a divider for my monthly, which like I said is in my planner. But this is just kind of a quick setup. So I'll put my monthly pages there. And oops, monthly goes before notes, that's okay. And then budget pages, so I will just throw that in there to indicate. So let me go and fill it up, and then I might show you what it looks like and see if we can get everything to fit inside of this or not. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So this was the Dune one that I was in. As you can see, this one's just a little bit more slimline because there's no back pocket. Because of that, I just realized this one only has the one button, not the double that this one does. That is okay. As I said, this has smaller rings, and I do have the flyleaf in it that I can put my highlighter in, so I'm going to keep that in for now. But I do think that I want to get one of those, like, I don't know, pen loops or something. I've looked into the Ollie clips, but to get them to sent to Canada, the shipping's like $25, which is a little ridiculous. Like, if they use Chit Chats, we could probably get it a lot cheaper, but I'm not paying $25 shipping just for one magnetic clip. But this is what it looks like. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and as always, thank you for being here.